It's not every day that I go to Twitch and watch these girls talk and all that. Nah, it's not my type of thing. So when it comes to this girl, Katerino, if that's how you say it, well, she basically, well, synopsis of the story is basically that she was dating this partner, manager, whatever, this manager of hers. And then she meets Carson on Twitch. They start a funny relationship there. And then she meets this guy called Fitz. Then with Fitz, they do some stuff like the devil's tango, and then basically things just get out to the internet. And then now she puts an apology video here. So I'm just gonna criticize for a little bit. Just want to see, is she thinking straight? Is she doing the right thing? Is she actually apologizing? Because if you really do think about it, another, let's just say another e-girl, basically her name is Suzilu. She basically put her own truth video, whatever, and it was trash, to be honest. I didn't watch the whole thing. It was too boring for me to watch. I'm planning to make a video on that, but basically let's come back to this Katerino girl. She puts an apology video to say that I'm sorry for what happened. So let's watch the video and see what happens. But basically, I'm gonna criticize everyone here, not just her. I'm gonna look at everything. So yep, let's get into it.
Hey guys, I'm sorry this took so long to come out. I was processing things and thinking things through, and this is my first time going through something like this, and I wanted to go about it as best as I possibly could. And I want to be honest. My relationship with Carson was very complicated. I had a boyfriend at the time, and neither Carson nor my boyfriend at the time knew about each other. And while I was clear with Carson that Carson and I were not in a relationship, I still led him on and ended up hurting Carson and my boyfriend at the time.
So my girl here, Katerino, basically is claiming that she didn't tell her boyfriend or Carson, and obviously she didn't. I mean, this is something that you wouldn't do. If you're trying to cheat, you're not going to tell anyone. And she's trying to say that basically she didn't know what she was. Okay, actions speak louder than words here, and you shouldn't act like this is surprising because, well, you were playing with Carson's feelings and playing with Carson to use him basically. And yes, you let him on because he clearly thought you guys were doing something together. He thought he was getting the pum pum. So if he didn't get the pum pum, then that means basically you were messing around with him, and that's not fair. Like, girls need to understand that this is not fair. You shouldn't do this to people because when it comes to guys, sure, girls can go around. Like where I'm from, girls usually say that guys are heartless, guys don't feel anything, but you can feel this. This is something you can actually feel. So I don't know. I don't know what she wants people to think. Why? I don't know why she thinks people are angry, because people should be angry. You lied. Like, just because you don't say something doesn't mean you didn't lie. So you lied. And now let's move on to Carson for a little bit. Carson, my guy, if you look at a picture of him, I'm not going to rate him out of 10 because I wouldn't know. I mean, I'm a dude. I'm not looking for that type of shit. But basically, when it comes to our guy Carson, he should have seen this coming, to be honest. You can get into a relationship like this with a girl like this, looking like that, a girl who just comes up. I don't know how it started, but most probably she came up to him some way, somehow. Most probably, I'm not really sure. And it doesn't really matter. Even if you say what's up to a girl and then it's just too easy. A girl who looks like, I'm not saying she's a bombshell, but I'm just saying that you should gauge yourself, like gauge the situation in yourself and see that, does this make sense or does it not make sense? If it doesn't, then try to make sense out of it. Because I'm assuming since like she basically took the guy's friend's meat in Carson's place, then that means that, well, after all these dates, him getting nothing, all of this evidence basically should have given up some sort of a red flag to him, but it didn't, because, well, he goes on so many dates with this girl, he gets like 0 up to nothing basically, and then she gives her pum pum to a friend, to his friend, sorry. So that basically doesn't make sense in a very larger scale. So I'd rather think that, well, with this girl, she knew what she was doing, and Carson wasn't really looking at the situation with a very objective eye, because you need to do that all the time. Yeah, you might say that it's not fair for the girl. Maybe she just enjoyed the moment. Enjoy the moment when you know the moment is real. So yeah, I think I should write that down.
I'm now seeing a therapist, and although I didn't realize it at the time, I was dealing a lot with depersonalization, and I felt like I was two different people living two different lives.
Okay. My girl, Katerino, please, for the love of gosh, do not bring the therapist into this. Like, the therapist and the depression, that has nothing to do with what you did. You basically used this guy. and you're now caught, like everyone now knows what you did. And to like get people to cool down, you're basically now just saying that it was depression. I mean, you can like anyone can blame depression. Like a sociopath murdering people, depression, he was depressed, so he killed people. This mental illness thing doesn't work. To be honest, you shouldn't be using this as an excuse. You did what you did, and you knew what you were doing. So I don't know why you're trying to be like depression. Depression has nothing to do with it. Well, but I guess the funny thing about this whole situation is that, well, when it comes to the social media, Twitch people and all this, I don't know how people didn't pick this up. I mean, well, with the Fitz situation, I get it. Maybe that part was a secret, that was in public. But if the boyfriend knew that the girl goes like on Twitch and all that shit, why didn't he just check the Twitch and see what's going on with Carson and ask her about it? Of which I think he did, and then the girl just gave him some excuse like, don't worry, it's just a friend, it's just for Twitch. These are roles that we play. So I think maybe that's what happened. But still, I mean, well, okay, you never know. You never know what's going on in people's heads. But basically, yeah, this chick knew what she was doing. Don't blame depression on it at all.
And I was very lost and confused. And I didn't know what I wanted or what was important to me. And this was when...
Okay, so my girl Katerino basically says that she didn't know what was important, like what she was doing, what was really important to her, what she really cared about. But it's kind of obvious, don't you think? Like Carson has like a large community on Twitch, right? And I think I'll put a number on the screen. I'm not sure of it right now. I forgot. I looked at the number, but I forgot. But basically, he's got this massive community on Twitch, because Twitch looks like a community type thing. I don't do Twitch. It's not my type of thing. So just looking at it from an outside standpoint, it just looks like a community type thing where people come and watch you and you interact with your people, a community. And she saw that and she knew that she could actually cash in on this. So if you flirt with Carson, play the game like, yeah, he's my guy, whatever, I don't care, that type of thing, people are going to be coming at your Twitch and trying to catch up and see what's going on, like what's going on with Carson's girlfriend and all that shit. And your community grows as well, but people are only there because of Carson, and you knew this. So, well, gosh, I don't know why she's trying to be smart. And people who are watching this, people who support her, don't believe this crap at all. She knew what she was doing, and it's not like she didn't know what was important. She knew what was important, and what was important to her was the clout. So she did it for the clout.
Together, and his community very much saw us as a couple, which we encouraged, and it felt really good to have.
But Katerino, of course, you encouraged this because you knew the views were going to be coming at your side. You knew that once they start viewing you and seeing you as Carson's girlfriend, they come to your Twitch and start watching your content to be up to date on Carson's girlfriend. So I already said this in the previous point, but basically, yeah, you knew what you were doing. So stop trying to be smart. I don't like when people trying to be smart when they're not smart. I'm not saying she's dumb. I'm saying that in this moment, she's really acting dumb. So I don't like that shit. I really don't.
In the future, I want to be better, and I want to focus on myself, which is why I'm taking further time off streaming.
Okay, and then my girl Katerino basically says that, yeah, she basically wants to, be better, do better with her life, and make better decisions. But I don't know, people might call me insensitive. Like, a lot of people say I'm insensitive when I'm being objective about situations like this. But to be honest, she just wants the community to cool down. Like, she knows that people are pissed and people love Carson, and she wants people to like chill out, because, well, what makes it worse is about the boyfriend, like the friend thing. So she knows that this is like a deadly territory and she needs to get herself out of it. So she's basically gonna do what? She's gonna say that she needs some time off, so people cool off, and then she needs to deal with the depression, which is not depression, if I'm being honest. If you in your head thought, let me do this with Carson, let me accept Fitz's invitation, if Fitz actually did invite her to, get the meet, then if she says, I'm gonna say yes, and if she says, this feels good doing this, this is all you. This is all extensions of you, meaning it's all a part of you. So you did this yourself. No one else was involved in that situation, not your depression. Your depression doesn't just get you to do that stuff. And you don't look like a depressed person. You look like a person who's guilty as F. So there lies the difference. So then the last few things I want to talk about in this situation, because I can't keep watching this video. It's basically melting my brain. But let's talk about the Fitz situation. Fitz, you're a horrible person. Hands down. Because the same things I'm saying about Katie here, they apply to you, buddy. You knew that Carson, because if you're friends, I know guy friends usually, we don't get into detail, but we'll basically say something that's like very specific, like, you know, this chick Katie, I'm hitting, I want to hit that, this is Carson, I want to hit that. And I'm betting Fitz will be like, yeah, you should do that, bro. And then he goes behind his back and actually does the hitting for him. Like, that's not fair, that's not right, and that makes you a horrible person. And looking back at Katerino, Carson, I hope you learn that girls that do things like this, they don't respect you. And they come from a situation like this, where they come at you from a Twitch standpoint, where there's a lot that she's going to gain from you, whereas you're not going to get anything from her, like, besides the pum pum. But pum pum is not going to get you anywhere, my friend. So you need to haul ass and think about what you're doing, because, well, nobody's going to care. So Fitz should get a lot of backlash for this, like backlash in the sense, like, people should tell him, like, dude, what you did was not right, so that maybe he doesn't do it in the future. But Carson, I know forgiveness is something that you need to do so that you move on from this, but you forgiving Fitz and Katie doesn't mean you're going to have to be close to them anymore. You need to find better friends. These guys are not your friends. So yeah, and Carson, you should have better judgment when it comes to girls. This is the last time I'm putting this in the video. Like, you need to have better judgment, because, buddy, more girls are going to be coming at you still, especially the situation where you've been cheated on and all that, and people are now feeling sorry for you. These girls are going to use this opportunity, like, oh no, you're so sweet, you don't deserve this, and then another is going to find a way into the situation. So you getting off Twitch, for you, that's a smart move. Maybe that way you can think clearly and think about what you've been doing, my guy. And this goes for every other guy that's out there. This can happen to anyone, not just a Twitch streamer. Anyone, from nobody like me, for example, wink wink, and up to anyone who's like maybe Will Smith. Like, it can happen to anyone. So you guys need to learn that. You just don't accept things that come for free, because for Carson's case, Katerino coming at him, that was a free situation. He didn't have to do anything. And you need to ask yourself, like, is this conducive? I didn't have to do anything. So you basically don't have to do anything to lose it still, because he didn't do anything wrong. If I'm thinking about it in a very basic form, he didn't do anything wrong about it. And then, yeah, guess what? He loses the girl to his friend. So don't just trust free stuff. Free stuff don't get you anywhere. So yeah, that's me, Frosty, on this situation, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Sub to the video, like the video if you liked it, and you know, you can dislike it if you didn't. But yeah, that's Frosty, and I'm out.